What's going on YouTube is Shoegazer, and I'm doing a review of my new arcade stick I got in a few days ago. This is another B15SDM design, built by Sam Curd. Alright, let's get started. So about 2 years back, I had sent Sam an email asking him if he could build a Guilty Gear design based off the character Bedman. And I sent him a sketch. I drew out what I thought it should look like or what I was wanting, and he replied, said I can totally do this. And he really knocked it out of the park with this one. It is so well made and just spot on to the character. Let's take a look at some of the features it has. So here's the art here. You can see here it says Bedman in Japanese. That's what that is. Some of the features on top, talking to Sam, he does not like to do custom ball tops, but he said in this case he would make an exception, and he actually made it to be like the head of the bed, the one Bedman sits in. It's actually the head of the bed. It's just such a nice touch he did. And it's got the arrow symbol. This actually kind of, when the lights are off and the LEDs are on, this translutes so bright, and you can actually see the arrow outline. I'll turn it on in a minute so you can see all that. But the arrow is kind of like the headband that the character wears, going down. And there's so many small details on this. I'll try and go over all of them with you. But if you notice, on the character, the screws that are pinned, they have them pinned to the bed. You can see them here. The actual screws. It's the same style. He did it on several other areas too. It's just a really nice touch. I mean, it really is. It just makes it stand out a little bit more. If you notice that the character is actually, strapped and pinned to the bed with the straps here, and he actually added the straps on both sides. So here's the straps here. There's another one on this side. You can actually see it. So, I guess the biggest feature that everybody's talking about right now is it has the spinning cog wheels that's on the bed. The character has the bed that almost comes to life or mechanically, and it has these spinning blade things on it, like little spike wheels. And Sam made these. Actually, he fabricated them. You can take a look at them. And there's one on each side. I'm sorry, there's two on each side, I should say. And they all move. They all spin. It's such a nice touch. It really is. It makes everything stand out so nicely. I've been using the arcade stick for a few days now, and man, it handles so well. When these are built, I always ask him, I look for certain sizes in the case itself, but I always want them to be a certain size, and they all have to perform, at a high level, because I'll be using this at Evo. And Sam makes the absolute best arcade sticks you can possibly get. There's no doubt about that. The weight of them, depending on what style that you get, they're pretty hefty for sure, and everything is balanced and just perfectly aligned. It's just a combination of everything that he does to make them function this way. It just is. Let's look at the bottom panel real quick. So the bottom panel, he has this logo right here. You can see that, and then the Guilty Gear X logo. I'll turn the lights off here shortly, and you can kind of see how bright this is when it's turned off. But notice that the wiring job in this is just immaculate, and how this is done. I haven't seen anybody on this level of even wiring their arcade sticks. Just take a look at this and how it's wired. Shout out to Brook Gaming. Everything I use is pretty much powered by Brook. And just take a look at this wiring job and how he did it. It's kind of hard to see with the logo in there, but everything matches so perfectly. There is a Kamada board in here, and shout out to Brian for from Paradise Arcade for always helping out with these builds. It's just if you're looking for any kind of arcade part or joystick, complete arcade stick, make sure you check out Paradise Arcade. They have everything you need. Take a look at the LEDs mounted in there and the wiring job. So well done. It's just absolutely perfect. Let's turn off the light so we can see what it looks like. You can see the LEDs in here. It's on the Kamada board. Notice the arrow how it lights up. I think it's just how bright this is. Just everything translutes. All the buttons light up too. Such a great job on the lighting effect and how he designed this to. I mean, the Kamada is really bright already, but I think it's just things that he does to ensure the light comes through. It just illuminates the whole case. Just such a good job with that. You see that? See underneath too. Let's go underneath. Guilty Gear logo. Yeah, outstanding job. Yeah, it looks so. And there you have it. B15SDM Designs Guilty Gear Bedman stick made for EVO 2019. This was 2 years in the making, and it came together so nicely. Definitely a few shout outs for sure. Tim from Brook Gaming, Brian from Paradise Arcade, and of course Sam Kurt from B15SDM. Right now he's not really building any arcade sticks, but he did take time out to build this for me, so I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I mean, I was just in awe when I saw this. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's just so well put together. Take one more look over here. I know when I get to EVO Arch System Works, I actually knew about this and they really want to see it when I get there. I talked to them last year and told them we were going to do a Guilty Gear design, and they really wanted to see this put together. So if you see me at EVO 2019, come say hi. I'd love to show it to you. I think that's it, guys. All right, peace.